What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for taking a look at this video. In today's video, guys, all we're going to be talking about is how to properly warm up your lower body before training your lower body. So what you can see here is I'm practicing neural flossing. If any of you have ever had any sciatica issues or anything like that, I would highly recommend you also practice neural flossing before any lower body session where you're going to be loading weight onto your spine. Secondly, we are moving into a leg crossover stretch, which I really like to do as a means to elongate my spinal erectors, my glutes, and my hamstrings. Yes, we are starting out with some static stretching, but that is because we're going to be going into the dynamic stuff a bit later on. As you can see, once I'm done with that static stretch, I'm going straight into the same stretch, but utilizing a dynamic effort as a means to be able to squeeze and contract the muscles when I'm doing it. Again, same thing here. I've simply just rolled over and I am stretching my hip flexor, my abdomen, and my quadriceps statically, and then I'm going into a dynamic stretch immediately following that. Next up on the agenda is the cat dog. Basically, the reason I'm doing this is to try to promote the synovial fluid getting into my spine, but also being able to elevate and depress my scapula and my spine at the same time as a means to just get things warmed up. Next up is a dynamic stretch of the hams and the glutes, and you can see on that last rep I really tried to squeeze my glutes on that one, because anytime you're going through a dynamic stretch, I think the effort should be to try to replicate the exercises you're going to be doing for that day. Here what you can see I'm doing is I'm actually trying to work through my squat motions. So I'm getting myself into that squat position, even really trying to press on my hip flexors as a means to be able to stretch them even further, so that when I do get into that position of the squat, I am ready to go and nothing is tight. Stretching your calves is something that I'm very keen on as well. The majority of people can't squat properly because their ankles mobility is extremely tight, so focusing on loosening up your ankles before you squat is a great idea. What you guys are going to see next is quadricep activation. Now you can see here that my upper body is as erect as I can get it, and what I'm doing is I'm really trying to turn on my quads here. I am really trying to turn them on. I'm pushing as hard as I can into the floor without my upper body going up, or without my body raising away from the ground. So I'm pushing as hard as I can, stretching down into it, and then I always finish with a push. There we go. Awesome. Moving into the next stretch, guys, we have a activation exercise for the glutes and the hamstring. So you guys can see that I am in a glute bridge position, and then if you watch my heels, I am literally trying to pull my heels into the ground as a means to activate my hamstrings. The same way that I just activated my quadriceps, now I'm trying to turn on my hamstrings. Just like you guys saw yesterday in my chest and back training video, I do believe that there is a direct link from your mind to your muscles, and the best way to turn those things on is to actually fire them off before you begin your exercises. The last thing that I like to do on my lower body warm-ups is a core exercise, because so much of our lower body workouts or our lower body exercises do engage our core. So again, we are creating that link from our mind to our core. It's time to turn on, it's time to go to work, it's time to be used. Go ahead and give that warm-up a try the next time you train your legs, and let me know what you guys thought about it. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and we will be doing another one. We're going to be most likely covering deltoids and arms, most likely calves as well, in tomorrow's video. I have a training video coming up right after this one. Make sure you guys check that one out as well. I appreciate the support. Have a good day, everybody. See ya.